Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 2023 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me be seen by the YouTube algorithm and just means the world to me. So, thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Here we have the Seven of Wands. We're very much on guard, Capricorn. There is a sense of, I have to fight, I have to protect, I have to. So if you are a sun in Capricorn or a moon or a ascending or wherever Capricorn falls in your chart, there's a sense around that point, there's going to be a battle, or it feels like there's an endless battle. And acknowledging that, understanding that, and saying, okay, I can feel as overwhelmed or as, agitated and irritated as I need to be, or as I need to, but I need to center me and I need to find my balance again. That's going to be a very important thing. It's like, let us have our bad moods. Like, we all have bad days. We can't be happy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, forever and ever and ever. We can all have our bad days. Just acknowledging it and not letting it pull us down, not letting it ruin us. That's going to be really important. I have linked in the description box below Spring Forest Qigong, which is beautiful just for centering ourselves, healing ourselves, especially if we give and we heal so much for everybody else. It's time to also take care of us. So that's important. Let's see what Spirit has to say here. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Here we have white light reversed. There's a healing that we're rejecting. There's almost a sense like, no, I'm good. I don't need this. I don't need to be healed type of thing. We all need to embrace the healing white light of spirit. That sense of there is more to my world, more to my life, more to myself than I can ever even realize. And take in that healing energy, especially because we feel so on edge. And that can be why we're like, no, I'm fine. It's like, seriously, I'm so on edge. My nerves are so like wrought that anything that touches me, anything that happens, it's too much. So just be aware of that. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Interesting. So we have the repeat of the number 7 3 times. So divinity is really telling us that anything that is hidden is really going to be coming to light, right? And there's a real sense of a deep dive into truth, into knowledge, into understanding. And this makes sense because this full moon is in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is all about, truth and honor and integrity. And it's about law, but not in, this is the letter of the law type of deal, but in what is the truth of the situation? How can I dive deeper? How can I look at all different angles of this? Now we're at 13 degrees, 18 minutes of Sagittarius. And this leads us, to a sign and in a sign that is independent, it is freedom seeking, it is enthusiastic, it is idyllic. And we're looking beyond what is with this moon and we're seeing what can be. And so this is going to be a time where we're patient about our dreams. We're looking at so much more, okay, than what is right here, right now. And that can be hard for us. We're ruled by Saturn. Saturn likes things to be in neat little organized folders, just the way it should be, as logical and practical and as neat and orderly as can be. And so there's going to be a bit of a push back, to that energy. So just be aware of this. This full moon wants to shine a light. It wants to illuminate so much, show us so much. This full moon is also letting us see more clearly, capital SEE, see what others cannot see around corners. Neptune, which is a planet of unconditional love and oneness, is squared the galactic center. And this really increases our psychic development and our insightful dreams. Our way of knowing and feeling and sensing, our sensing is going to be really intense and really beautiful. And that's going to be powerful for us. So, listening to our gut is going to be something, Capricorn. We want something more concrete than that. And Spirit's like, well, you're not going to get it, And I think that's funny because it's like you want something more concrete, and Spirits is like, nope, you have to listen to me. Trust your angels, trust your spirit guides. You have to learn how to trust me. The South Lunar Node is in Scorpio. This is our collective past, and this brings big secrets and toxicity coming to the surface. So things that we would rather bury, they're coming to the surface. This can be why we feel so on edge, and this can also be why we are so intense, like we're worried, we're doubtful, we don't know exactly how things are going to move forward. Uranus is conjunct Mercury, and it's not that anything bad is coming, it's just that we feel the secrets coming to the surface. We feel the toxicity around the world, kind of being released, and it hits us in a way that we don't always understand, and we don't need to understand it. Uranus is conjunct Mercury, and this brings us sudden and surprising news and brilliant new ideas. Now, Uranus is known as the piercing sword of truth, and Uranus is the higher mind, whereas Mercury is the everyday. So, Mercury in the month of June moves very, very quickly. Gemini up to June 20th, that's a very quick energy as well, knowledge, insight. But when we pair this with Mercury, which rules Gemini, Mercury is moving very quickly through June, and we're going to see a lot of information, a lot of knowledge, a lot of insights coming our way. And why this is important is that Uranus is the planet of awakening, and it's moving into a position that it hasn't been in 84 years. And so this is going to make this huge shift, and a whole bunch of people are going to start waking up to things, like questioning things, looking at things differently. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We've patiently been waiting, for what's important to us, for what we desire, what we want, what we need in our lives. We've been patiently waiting for those seeds to really take root. And we're going to start finding here that we're moving in a direction towards success, towards prosperity, and towards bounty. This is abundance coming into our lives. And there's a real sense we're ruled by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana, right? The Queen of Pentacles is very much embracing the lavish. Now, for us, Capricorn, that's part of what we love. We love lavish things. We might not always love the price tag on them, but we love things of quality. And this is going to be a time where we really need to embrace the quality of things. We might find that we cut back on our spending hugely, and it's only things of quality that matter to us, only things that, have this long life to them. It's not even going to be like, oh, does everybody else covet this? It's like, how does this work for me? How does this work for my morals? How does this work for what I want in my life to move me forward? There is a sense that people really start to take notice of you. For your own personal happiness, well-being, health of self, you need to put your best foot forward visually, okay? Meaning, dress nice, have your hair done, do what you need to do for you, because that's just going to elevate you in a way that's not for everybody else. It makes you feel more powerful and more connected in your own skin. And that's something with the Queen of Pentacles that I've been seeing with her. It's just like lavish robes put on. I know all the queens, right, have lavish robes, but there's something about the Queen of Pentacles where it's like it's embroidered in gold thread. It's little details that you wouldn't know to look at unless you knew. And so that's a very powerful energy that's coming forward here with us. There's a sense of what we love guiding our thoughts, and our dreams are going to really show us a lot more than we realize. With the Seven of Cups, we're transforming around our dreams, what we deeply desire, what we want, what we need, what we've been looking for ourselves. But also, there's a sense of I get to let my dreams come forward for me. I get to come forward for me. There is a sense here, and it can be whatever stage we are in our lives. Like, how do I embrace my dreams? Like, how do I embrace what I love, what I want, what I need, and who I am? And so with the 7 of cups, it's bringing dreams back into our world instead of being so practical or so afraid for our dreams to come forward that we'd rather just keep them on the nice little shelf in our mind instead of fully embracing them and fully moving in them. So that's going to be something powerful for us to come to realizations of. It's like my dreams need to be intricately woven into my world. They might take on new shapes. When we dream them when we're little, life is a lot simpler. It is a lot simpler and it's a lot easier to achieve what we want. And Spirit is really showing us here that our dreams can take on new facets, new ways of being that are brilliant and beautiful for us and that move us forward in a way that is really surprising. With the 9 of Pentacles, we need to be in the moment. It is going to be so easy for us to be caught in the past, to be caught in the future, but Spirit is saying your most prosperous energy is right here, right now, is embracing where you stand, what you're doing, and who you are. Mind your money, okay? Because we have the sword right next to the purse. It's always saying, be aware of your money, be aware of, where the coins are being spent. But there's an insurge of prosperity coming in. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's not going to be super easy. But you know what? You're okay with that. And that's going to lead you to this place with the repeat of the number 9, a very human number, coming into ourselves, stepping into ourselves, where we face a lot of worry. What if I can't? What if I can't hold up the way that I want to? What if I can't embrace what I truly desire, what I truly want, what I truly need? Whatever our worry is about, it hits us late at night. It robs our sleep. And what we're not seeing is that if we take care of ourselves, right, we'd be better able to face the stresses of the day. But at night, when everything is quiet and you have that time to yourself, I know me personally, it's like, oh, good. Like I can watch whatever I want to watch on YouTube. I can just kind of like mindlessly veg out and not give my body a chance to heal. So it's going to be very important here to rest. It is going to be very important and to look at the worries and to say, I see you, I know you, but I am not ruled by you. There are things that we are afraid of that we might always be afraid of. We might have some big ticket items in our world that we're starting to become more and more aware of. And it's like, wow, this is hard for me to take in. This is hard for me to understand. How do I move forward to where I need to be, to what I want? And the thing is that we have to tell our brain to shush. Like you would tell a little kid when they're going to sleep and they're like, but one more question. It's like, no, now it's time to quiet. And now it's time to give me peace. And it sounds so easy to do, but I personally find it so difficult. So here, there's that challenge coming forward. With the 2 of Pentacles, there is a lot of prosperity. We're trying to juggle a lot. Emotionally, we're overwhelmed and we're not going to want to admit it. There's some sort of trickery around us too, okay? Either we're not being fully honest with ourselves about something or somebody's trying to take advantage. So be aware of that. Emotions are running high. Everything is rather intense. We need to look at everything that we're trying to balance and juggle. And it's almost like we get stressed. And instead of looking at what we have right here, it's like, I'm going to add something else because that new shiny thing is going to distract me until I can, then move forward, So just be aware of this. Be aware because we need that balance. We need that harmony. And it's going to start with balancing our emotions. You know, I was talking with my mom and we were talking about being made up of water, right? And that scientist, I forget his name, where he found that when you write love or hate on water, you could see it in microscopes, like you could see the difference in the way the crystals look. And that I think we're 75% water or higher. And what Spirit is saying here is like we need to be mindful of the words we write on ourselves, of the intentions of our bodies and what we're filtering through our heart and into our whole entire system. So being aware of that is going to be very important. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So what's really interesting here is that we have self-love with the new moon in Capricorn. So as we embrace the quiet, the setting of intentions, kind of like the void of being of self, like going into the universal energy of nothingness, with the new moon, the darkness, we have here, your hard work is paying off. We need to see that within ourselves. And that starts through self-love and seeing the seeds that we planted. There, it's like you have a whole bunch of wildflowers and you put them all in your pocket. And then you're carrying a bucket. Like that what was it, that story where there was a bucket with a hole in it, and the person would go and get water, and one bucket would always, bring up all the right water, right? Full, hold it to its brim, right? And the other bucket would only bring up half the water. And somebody was like, "Why don't you change the bucket?" And the guy was like, "But look," and it was all the wildflowers that 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 one broken bucket watered, and all the like unexpected beauty that bucket brought. And that's here with the Seven of Pentacles. They're unexpected seeds that have been planted, unexpected bounty that has come forward. And let us embrace the self-love. Let us know that our hard work is paying off. You're very close to achieving your goals. You don't feel that way though. You don't. And there's a hard time seeing the beauty in the world. Right here, what I love about this card is that it's a face, right? Lips and nose and the outline of the face here, eye and eyebrow. It took me forever to see that. There's something here where we need to start seeing the beauty in our world again. And that's going to be intrinsically important to us. I'm sorry, spirit always plays with my lungs a little bit. You and your loved ones are safe. Power. There's power in that. But we're not feeling like everything is safe. Everything is just as we need it to be. We need to release. It's like letting our dreams come forward and knowing that, yeah, they'll get fingerprints all over them. They won't be like we thought they would be. But the power of the moon is going to make us feel powerful. The power of being able to see, of the clarity that's coming forward. And then you and your loved ones are safe. We are safe. I don't want you to feel like, oh no, something bad's going to happen. That's not it at all. But it's like, I can't, you know, be responsible for everything. They also have to make sure that they're safe. A new romantic cycle starts, begins, and then focus. These are both reversed. With the Nine of Pentacles, we're in the moment, we're embracing our prosperity. We're really not looking for a new romantic cycle or a new cycle in our lives to start that we fall in love with, but we're having a hard time focusing. So here, with a new romantic cycle begins, there's a sense like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever, it's not going to happen. But we again have to look at our expectations during this time and say, you know what? I'm game. I'm game for what spirit brings my way. I'm game for how I need to move forward, just taking it moment by moment in happiness of heart and soul and self. Our focus, it's overwhelming, right? It's hard to be focused because there can be so many things that we want to focus on. There can be so many things demanding our attention. This is going to be a time where it's like, okay, I need to see what I love. I need to stand right in my present and not flinch. It moves us to a fiery climax approaches. No, it doesn't. We're worried, we're doubtful, we're not, kind of like that pure of heart, those pure intentions that we're setting down. We can be very angry at ourselves. And the fiery climax, it isn't reaching the crescendo, of the music. It's like this constant bubble, this constant intensity. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm done with this. Our purity, it doesn't mean that we have to be like, whatever people think pure is. What it means is that when we look at things, we come to it with a sense of love and wonder and grace and beauty. And we let that purity guide us forward. The snow is nothing more than the snow. But when it first falls, there's something magical to it. When we find people who embrace their joy, and it doesn't mean that they always have happy lives, because a lot of them don't. But when we find people who embrace their joy and move forward in that bliss, it changes so much because they make joy forefront in their lives. And most people never do that. Bring love into the situation. Discernment. Be very discerning of the energy you let into your world and bring love into the situation. Let love guide you forward. Chant love, 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 peace, 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 heal, heal, heal. And let that, let that move with you. Let that guide you. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Three of Cups. Those who are supposed to have our back aren't necessarily going to. And we have to understand that. We can be really mad, really hurt, really kind of bitter and spiteful about it. Be like, okay, I'll get you, you got me, type of deal. Walk away. It's just going to waste your energy. Focus on your own success and walk away from those who don't understand. Our subconscious spirit message is rejoice. It is time to celebrate. And celebration is going to be so important for you. Celebrate the big things, celebrate the little things, and everything in between. Our subconscious tarot message is the Star reverse. Subconsciously, we don't feel like our deep soul's wish is being heard. We can also be having difficulty with an Aquarius. So just know that. Just know that there's a part of us right now that doesn't feel seen and doesn't feel heard and can be rather overwhelmed by that. Acknowledging that energy is like, okay, I'm seeing it and I can be frustrated, or I can start to see and hear and, connect with me and build my dream forward and say, what is it that I really desire and want? Because our soul's guide energy, right? It might not be in alignment with what we're telling ourselves we want, what we think we want. So we can think we're being totally abandoned. And Spirit's like, come on, please just look over here. Look at this. This is so important. Our subconscious tarot message, not tarot message, I do apologize, Luna message, is be bold to make the first move. We're not. Why? Because we're focusing on our resilience, our ability to withstand the storm. And so Spirit's saying here, be mindful about this. We're carrying a lot. We're carrying a lot. And it's not letting us be able to be bold, be able to go after what we desire. So be aware that we carry a lot and we need to release. Even the expectation of this is what I have to carry. There's a sense of, yes, I have my responsibilities, but I need not be absolutely weighed down and destroyed by this. Other people's expectations, dreams that we have, ways that we want to move forward in life. This is a time where we need to step back out of our own expectation and say, I'm putting this giant pot down. I don't need to carry it anymore. This giant planter with this huge plant in it. I always see it as the life tree. And now it's time to say, this might not be the soil I had originally planned to plant, my life tree in. This might not be what I had thought, but I'm going to see where the roots take me. I'm going to see where the branches take me. I'm going to see. Because Spirit's saying it's no longer not yet. It's right now. All right. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Capricorn, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed moon. God bless. Bye.